Alrighty, what's going on, friends? I wanted to make a Geoguessr video today because I love it and I feel like I'm pretty good at it. I'm gonna try to go for my best record. My record of whenever I played last or whatever is an hour and 5 minutes, and today my record was like 2 hours. So for my personal goal right now, I'm just gonna go for under 2 hours with a perfect score. People get it in 7 seconds, but they gotta be cheating or whatever. So I think this would just be a fun video to show kind of my strategy when I play Geoguessr. If it's interesting, I'll make more. If not, I won't, but I'll still play because I think it's fun. If anybody else plays, my account name is up there. You can add me and we can even play online. That'd be fun. But for what I do unlimited time. I can move, I can pan, I can zoom, all that stuff. I take 10, 15, 30 minutes on a one location just to really pin exactly where it's at so I get that score of 5,000. So going for a perfect score as fast as I can, pretty much. All right, so I wanted to mention that my audio probably doesn't sound the best. I have a nice microphone and everything. I just don't know my audio levels. I don't know how to make that sound very good, so I kind of stink at that right now, but I hope it's good enough. So right off the bat with this one, which is kind of easy, I see Salt Lake City right here, so I'm going to go ahead and guess that we are in Salt Lake City. We are off Colorado Street and Sunset Drive. So we pull up our nice map here. If you never played, this is so much fun. It costs money now, so I went ahead and paid for it. It used to be free, but now they charge you money to play, so it kind of stinks, but I guess I understand. So as of right now, I'm going to go ahead and guess it's somewhere right within the city limits of Salt Lake City, so somewhere where my mouse is going right now. And I wanted to mention that we are just in the United States, so I probably couldn't do anything else if it was in another country. So Salt Lake City on the trash can right there, so kind of confirms we are in Salt Lake City. What I'm going to look for now is probably just go out and try to find like highway signs or something. When I find that, I'll let you all know. So we have mountains in here, so yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so clicking along here, I do see some signs right here, so I'm gonna try to make my way over there and kind of see a little closer where we're at. Okay, so we got a better look at these signs here. I don't know if I can really click my way out there because this road kind of goes back. It might go left eventually, but for right now, I can peep these signs here. So I see 80 West and 268. So 80 West is going to be running this way. So we're right here, 80 West. It is by mountains right here, and not, I assume it's not by the lake. It very well could be. This is saying, the exits here and the airport in Reno is, west of 80. So if you go on West 80 or 80 West, you end up in Reno or whatever. So, and we also have 268. So that's 1 mile. So that's probably a little closer to what we're looking at here. So I'm going to try to find that. And if I can find 1,000 in, I'll look for it, but I'm not sure. So I'm finding these roads that are labeled like 9,000 south and kind of stuff like that, like 8,000 east, 8,000 west right here. So I'm going to assume it's north, like up here where the 1,000's at, and try to narrow that down from there. Okay, so I did go down. It would be this road right here. I just went down because I couldn't find anything really good for me, I suppose. So 10,000 north is right here. It's Victoria Way, which is also 960 west. So maybe we could find that as well. But this does lead out to bigger roads so we can see more signs and stuff like that. So right here I see 15 south to Vegas, which is right here, this road right here. So there's 15 south and there's 80. So we're probably somewhere right up in here. And one thing I like to just kind of know for myself is this is 1,000 north right here, this road, and it runs east to west. So I need to look for it like this. And then it also crosses with, what was it, 900 west. So we got to look for that as well. And that is going to run north to south. Okay, so I just found 1,000 north is right here. So it's in the Rose Park area of Salt Lake City. Like if somebody would watch this or somebody lives in Salt Lake City and they like know exactly where I'm at, that'd be so interesting to me. Like if somebody was like a town that I'm familiar with and I was watching them, I'd be like, it's right there, I know. So we did find the road. Now we just gotta probably find 900 and then we're gonna go back to the main where we started and see what road we started on. So 900 West right here. This is where we're at right now, this intersection where my mouse is at. This is kind of what we were seeing, and I guess we were seeing this area as far as the mountain goes. So I'm gonna go back to the start and see where we're at. So this little flag here brings us back to the beginning, and we are on Colorado and Sunset, is that right? Yeah, Sunset. So Sunset's right here, and Colorado's right here. So I just want to make sure we get real exact here. We'll go back to the beginning one more time, and we are just be northwest of the intersection. The intersection's right here, just northwest, be right there, and boom. So we got our 5,000 score. That took a lot longer than I wanted it to be honest. But the thing with the big cities is that they're so big that it's hard to look through. Like if I had a smaller city like Hannah, Utah, I could probably find it a lot quicker because it's just like a walk in the park right here. But with Old Salt Lake City, we did find it pretty quick as soon as we got some highway names and stuff like that. I think that 15 really helped us. And then finally finding this giant road right here in Rose Park just made it pretty easy for us. Only 3 yards away. I don't know what the threshold is for yardage location to get 5,000 out of 5,000 points, but hopefully we won't have to find out. Alrighty, on to the next one we go. We see Alexander Circle and State Road. So usually what I like to do, and I kind of forgot to do this last time, is I take a look around without moving my actual person and just try to take a wild guess of where we're at. Not like actually guess, but just like an area of the United States I think we might be at. Shoot, this one's kind of hard because I really don't know, and I'd be interesting to see what, if anyone's watching this right now, if you want to guess where it's at, take another good look around and you can just write it down or keep it in your head where you think we are. I think the trees is probably gonna sway my guess the most. It makes me want to say like West Coast, like somewhere in these 3 states. So I'm gonna go ahead and say like, I'll cut it off like San Jose and here. That's my guess. This box. Probably not accurate at all, but it's just a first impression, and yeah. Okay, so here we go right here. This image right here helps me a little bit. I still need to fix some things, but I see this flag and I'm kind of thinking that could be South Carolina state flag. And then I do see these trees, which makes me think it could be, you know, the Southeast. And yeah, so right here, that is the state flag of South Carolina. So we are in South Carolina, so I was way off. So we need to go way over here. So we're somewhere in this state here, and now I just got to keep clicking and looking for any city name or anything like that. Another thing I like to look for is like window stickers on cars, like back windshield stickers, because sometimes they have colleges or states or something that gives a location away. And if at the beginning of this one you picked somewhere out here in the South Carolinas, great job. I owe you a cookie. And also another thing I could do is just like learn all the area codes very well. I know like 3 area codes, that's it. So I don't have that in my back pocket, but that'd be a funny piece of information to learn. Be like, oh, 853 or whatever that one was. That's in Columbia, South Carolina. I don't know where it is. A lot of times too, these white trucks have some sort of writing on them, like a company or a location. So right now I'm going northwest on this road and I kind of don't like it. Since I know I'm in South Carolina, sometimes I like to go east here so I can kind of get closer to the water, because I feel like once you get closer to water, you just have more knowledge of where you're at, I suppose. So the first round we got dropped and we looked at the first sign we saw and it said Salt Lake City, so that helped a lot. And this one we just clicked down the road a little bit and we saw the flag of South Carolina. So 2 somewhat easy starts, but it still took me a while to get that last one, and it's going to take me a while to get this one. Okay, so we're coming up on a nice intersection here, and I will be able to get some road names from this. North Creek Drive, Cane Bay Boulevard. It doesn't help much. Okay, that helps a little bit. US 176. The street names only help once you know where you're at. Okay, I'm going to try to find US 176. This might take me a couple minutes, but if I can't find it, I'll just have to move on. Okay, so I found 176 on the map pretty quick. AT&T, Starbucks. Okay, so right here, this truck says Charleston something on it. It doesn't mean we're in Charleston by any means, but I know Charleston's a city in South Carolina, so maybe. The 176 road I found is right here. It says 176, and down here is going to be Charleston. So, I mean, that doesn't mean we are in Charleston, but it could mean that we are somewhat close to it. Okay, so this image right here does confirm that we are in South Carolina. I recognize their state flag because it's something different, I suppose, and it's everywhere. I mean, I've already seen a bunch of moons and palm trees, so yeah. All right, so I came across this sign that says, "Your 1 cent tax is building this road and a better future for Berkeley County." If I knew where Berkeley County was, I would kind of pinpoint where we're at, but I have no clue where Berkeley County, South Carolina is. And then I do see a school bus here. I don't think we're going to be able to get to it without it driving off, but I wish I could see what that says because it very well could give us a clue. And it's gone. Aha, we got somewhere, fellas. So check this out. State Road, which is 176, right here you can see, and Sheep Island Road. So I found it. I just went down 176 here, and I got to this junction that I just lost right here. I was pretty zoomed in to find it because it's not labeled unless you look down here, but right here, Sheep Island Road and State Road 176 right here. So we were around Wide Awake, kind of in this Goose Creek, north of Charleston area. So I'm going right back to the start because I believe this state road that we saw at the beginning was in fact State Road 176, and we just got to find where it meets the Alexander Circle. And I mean, this is our beginning point right here. So once we find that, we should be good to go. So this way is going to be southeast. When we started, we went straight northwest. So we just got to be a little south of that one road we've seen. Earlier, I saw a Chick-fil-A Starbucks. I don't know if I got that on the video or whatever, but I do remember seeing that. Here's Cane Bay, so we just need to keep going a little bit more. Could be one of these roads here. So instead of just guessing and being wrong, I'm going to go up, back up, and see what the next road is called. Finally, here we go. Let's see, I think it was right here. Radcliffe. Okay, I've seen that earlier. Radcliffe Circle, where's that at? Okay, so Radcliffe Circle's right here, so we're just down a bit this way, so I don't know where that's at, unless it's... So here's Radcliffe, so we just gotta go down until we find the next road, which... I don't know, would that be this one? They changed the name of it? Or is there a road here that's not on maps yet? What I gotta do now is, since I can't find Alexander Circle, I have to now go down this way and just see if we run into Pie Lane or something else and just take an educated guess, I suppose. Okay, so I came down here and this is also Alexander Circle, which confuses me now because we just got out of Radcliffe, so there should be like one here or something. I don't know. And I need to find Morco Refrigeration and see if that's maybe this building or somewhere near, and then just we have to take a guess. I think I know how to guess decently, but I'm not sure yet. Okay, so I just found Victory Fellowship Church, which is pretty far down this way. So this is State Road. Man, this is confusing. Okay. I didn't find Pie Lane, and I still haven't found Alexander Court, unless I'm just blind and not figuring it out. Okay, I think what's going on, so right now we're facing northwest, which is 176. Pretty much straight north, a little bit to the east, is going to be this Alexander Circle. So I'm thinking like right here is this, because it's kind of pretty much north, but a little bit east. What I need to do is find Grandfather Lane, and that'll confirm it. And since they call Alexander Circle, it might be like this, and this is where it pops back out, because that's going to be the same name. So maybe they changed it in real life and not on maps, or they changed it on maps, not real life. Let me find Grandfather Lane, and then I'll confirm that, and I'll give it a guess. So here's our Grandfather Lane we've been looking for. So that is correct. They did not name it Alexander Road for whatever reason. Right here, it's State Road S8 449. So that is where we are. That's where we started. But it seems like it splits. Maybe this is pre-construction and it hasn't split yet, but I'm going to guess we're somewhere like right here. Okay, so I guess I didn't click the actual road or whatever, but oh, okay, I see what happened. All right, yeah, so we were right. They haven't updated it or whatever, so that's a bit frustrating that the one sign we see when we start wasn't even on here. But we did find our location, and I think it took a lot longer than the first one did, so that's kind of tough. On to the next one. So if you're still rocking with me this far, I appreciate it. I understand I'm not funny or entertaining by any means, but I think that I'm somewhat good at this game, and I just thought it'd be cool for somebody else to kind of see things how I see things. If I know you in person, thank you. If I don't know you in person, I don't know how you found me, but I hope you enjoy. Leave a comment. So first look here, I don't like how this looks because I have a pretty good feeling I know where this is at. And I did this earlier today. I believe this is Hawaii. And that can be a bit challenging because it's baby islands and you don't know exactly where you're at. So if you see a combination of mountains and palm trees and water, chances are you're in Hawaii. And then you see street names like Olena, go ahead and put us way out here in Hawaii. Last time I was up here, earlier today I played a game and I was up here around Honolulu somewhere. Hopefully we're around here again. I know some of the other islands don't really have many big roads and they're just kind of like mountains or whatever. I mean, we can definitely be on this one. I don't know the name of the mountains, or islands rather. I guess that's Maui, and this is maybe Hawaii, I think. Okay, so we'll just click around here, Walupe and Olena. So yeah, I can almost confirm that we are in Hawaii. This is a dead end. A thing I did notice at first is that we were just a bit west of the water, so keep that in mind going forward. So we do have Waihiu Beach Road. I'm gonna go ahead and say that this beach is called Waihiu Beach, and that we need to find that on the map. All right, so I'm gonna keep looking here. I just want to see if we can get down closer to the beach to see if there's any signs or anything that can help us. Waihiu Beach, yeah, okay. Sheesh, look at this. I mean, this house isn't very nice, but imagine this being just your backyard. That would be insane. So that water is gonna be east and northeast, I think. So I'm kind of in the right spot, I guess, but I still need to find exactly where we are, of course. County of, I think that says Maui, so I don't know what Maui County is. Probably just, I think this is Maui Island, right? So this island here is Maui, so maybe I was on the wrong island, and maybe it's over here somewhere. County of Maui. Okay, so it is whatever Maui County is. I assume Maui County is just the entire island of Maui. That's my guess. I don't know if they're split up or not. That's so pretty looking. I mean, just that's dope. So you can see some land here. So that's kind of a hint. There is land to the east, but there's definitely water. Okay, so I think I got a pretty good lead here. So I think it was Waihiu, right? Because right here it says Waihiu Kitesurfers. So maybe I am right, and maybe it's somewhere down here where you can still look out and see land. Because right now we're facing. Well, right now we're facing exactly east, and I can see land with just a little bit of water. So we definitely could shoot. I don't know. This is, in fact, Waihiu Beach Park, and this is Lower Waihiu Beach Road. So we are in the right spot. I think I just went down this road, and it probably is going to end soon. Or maybe I took a turn. I don't remember. But we started, I think it was Olena right here, right? Then we start right here at Olena, and then maybe it was something like that. I don't want to restart and lose my location of where I'm at, but... Okay, so it ends right here. I think I just found the end of this road. So lower, right? I think I'm right. I think right now I'm right here. And I guess the land we see is just this right here. Just another piece of the island, which makes sense. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to the beginning and see if we can pinpoint this exactly. Found Elena again, and this is Makiki, which is right here. So Elena and Makiki. We're going to go back to the beginning, make sure we pinpoint it exactly. We are just a bit southwest of the intersection. So south and west, so we're like right here-ish. So hopefully that's close enough. And it is. So far we got 4 yards away, 5 yards away, and I think this would be 6, like 4, 5, 6. And we all have 5,000 points, so they do give me a little bit of leniency. I mean, that's very, very close, obviously, but... So we were on the island of Maui. I was looking up here. One I did earlier today, I was up here by Honolulu. So, yeah, way out here. There we are. So that Hawaii one went by pretty quick. I think that was definitely my quickest one thus far. I think that took about 10 minutes. So hopefully I can get under 2 hours here. I forgot to do what I wanted to do this whole time. Take a guess of where we're at. Let's see. I have no idea. I mean, this looks like any city ever. I did guess Hawaii correctly. I did guess the second one wrong. And the first one, I don't know if I made a guess, but it was probably wrong. So right now, just by looking at houses... which is so stupid because it's just a house. I'm going to go somewhere out here in this area. So from New York, maybe down, split Ohio in half, like here-ish. I have no idea. That's a pretty wide range, but it definitely could be very, very wrong. Okay, so right here we see 7 Mile East and 7 Mile West. And if you guys know anything about rap culture, that would be Detroit 7 Mile. So maybe we're in Detroit. I don't know. This says northvillewine.com. So we're in Northville, wherever that's at. So if I could look up northvillewine.com right now and I see exactly where they're at, and I'd be bang, I'd have it. But that's cheating. And I don't cheat. Right here it says 7 Mile in Northville. I guess we can go to Detroit on the map and see if they have a Northville. Oh shit, I'm tripping. Eminem's from 8 Mile, not 7 Mile. Alright, I'm stupid. So Eminem's 8 Mile, not 7 Mile. Big Sean raps something about 7 Mile. I'll admit it, I definitely messed up there. I hope somebody caught that. But while I messed up, we did find out this is in fact Michigan. We are in Michigan. We're probably around Detroit. I just don't know where Northville's at. But if we find Northville somewhere, then we can get cooking here pretty quick. Right here's Northville. Excellent. So now we just got to find a road name. Okay, here we go. Here's the Papa John's we've seen, and here's 7 Mile. So I guess we're on Main Street, and I don't know where we started, but let's see what this is called really, really fast, because I want to get this pretty quick. Okay, I don't know what that's called. But here's 7 Mile, and here's Northville. So 7 Miles right here. Here's that Papa John's. Is there a custard time next to it? What does that say? Is this custard time? This is good time. There's custard time. Okay, so we are in the right spot already, and it's been less than 5 minutes. So let's go. Let's get this really quick. So let's go back to the beginning right here. So this is Michigan. This is Detroit. So I was wrong with my initial guess. Were you right? Did you say Midwest, Northern? I don't know. Let me know. I'm curious. And I want to know, if you did get it right, I want to know why you said it. Because I looked at houses and I thought something about this house gave me like I don't know. It just gave me old school looking kind of stuff. So right now we are on Main Street in Johnson. So if we go back to the beginning here, we are right across our Main Street in Johnson. Looks like there's a two-way lane, something rather here. So here's Main Street and here's Johnson. Facing north would be like this. So Johnson's to our left. So we're down here like here-ish, right? We're kind of just straight across from it. Let me make sure I'm in the right spot. Okay, so we start here. We're straight across from it. And we're a little north of it, so we can go like here-ish. And we are 1 yard away. We are pretty much exactly right. And that took probably around 5 minutes. So cool. Anywhere in North America, we got it pretty quick. So here's 8 Mile. So I don't know exactly where Eminem's from. I never really liked him until kind of recently. He's all right. I love Big Sean. So I knew he said something about 7 Mile, so that helped me out. So just off 7 Mile, they call that the better mile. That's what he said. Is our 4th round location. Alrighty, we are going to our last one here, and we are at another intersection. Keep this in mind. We are at Stratford and Sheringham. Here, take your first guess. Write it down. Keep it in your head. Do what you need to do. There's not much here to see. There's a guy on the internet named Rainbolt, and he can look at these trees and that bush, crazy stuff like that, and go, oh, here, bang, and he'd get it. It's like insane. Let's make our first impression guess and try not to waste too much time, because I am trying to do this somewhat quick. But right now I'm kind of setting the bar. So if I set it like an hour and a half, I don't want to set it like an hour and be like, oh, well, I can never do it that fast again. I may not upload again until I beat this time, whatever this is going to be, or if one person wants me to make another one, I will. That's where I'm at right now. It's just like, if nobody watches this, that'll be fun. I just don't want to edit it, to be honest. First impression, I didn't done that yet. I'm going to say Midwest, somewhere in these 4 states. I'm going to go Indiana, Illinois, Iowa, Missouri. Somewhere in these 4 states I'm feeling. I think that's wrong, but I've been wrong pretty much every time so far. So let's go north. So we do see some colors here on this license plate. Red, white, and blue. If I had to guess, I'd say that's Ohio's license plate. I think it might be. Okay, so I am definitely thrown off here. So that probably says Portland right here. And that is definitely the Trailblazers logo. So I'm going to change my guess. Maybe not yet. But I couldn't imagine somebody who lives in Ohio is a fan of the Trailblazers. So I narrowed it down to 2 states. It's either Ohio or it's Oregon. Pretty close, right? Okay, so in the background here, we do see some mountains, and that could be Ohio still, because like Eastern Ohio, there's some, I believe there's some of the Appalachians out here. But it definitely makes more sense that it would be somewhere near Portland. Healthy eating, authentic Vietnamese dining. Interesting. It doesn't look very busy in there right now, but maybe it's breakfast time when these pictures were taken. Mountain View, Goddard Road, Cole Road, Glenwood. This is a dead end, so we're not going to go that way. Boise Friends Church, hot dog, Boise. I know where that's at. That's right here, which is up the road from Portland, so maybe we're in Boise. So there are mountains to the northeast, so we could be, well, I guess we are. I guess we would be in Boise since there are going to be mountains up here. I'm going to give a quick shout out to Boise State University. They have the blue football field, which growing up as a kid, you just gotta love. I know I loved it. It was awesome. Okay, so I do kind of recognize the name Northview Street, but maybe that was from something else. Here's Cole Road, which we definitely ran into just a little bit ago. So that says to Cole Road that way. So we need to figure that out. So Cole Road's going to be right here. And Mountain View's right here. Goddard's right here. I forget which street we started at. We're somewhere right here, so we're getting very close. Stratford and Sheringham. I remember seeing Fircrest, but I don't remember how I got there. Here is Sheringham, and Stratford is right here. So we are somewhere around here. We are just a bit north of the intersection between Stratford and Sheringham, which is going to be right here. So we're just a bit north like that. And we were 5 yards away. 5,000. All right. Excellent. So I got a perfect score of 25,000. We are going to look at the breakdown. We started out in Salt Lake City, that's right, and then we went over to a little north of Charleston, and then we went all the way out to Hawaii, and then we came back to the inland states, and we went to Detroit, and then we just finished up in Boise, Idaho. So that's what we covered today. First one took me 12 minutes, second one took me 27, then 11, then 6, then 12. So we really got clutched in those last two. Took me 1 hour, 9 minutes, 48 seconds. So not my best of all time, but pretty close. So I set the bar at 1 hour, 9 minutes, and 48 seconds. Going forward, I'll just be shooting for sub like 1 hour and 10 minutes. Earlier today, it took me 2 hours, but I wasn't fully focused in on it like I was here. The one that killed me was looking for the one in Georgia, or South Carolina rather. That took about a half an hour. So this is very fun. If anyone watching plays Geoguessr or wants to give a stab at it, I do encourage you to do so. I do encourage no cheating, no looking stuff up. And if you can beat my score, that'd be pretty cool. And then if that happens, we'll have to go head to head and see who's the better Geoguessr. There you are. I hope you enjoyed. If you watched all the way to the end, I really appreciate it. Leave a comment. If I get one comment or anything like that, I'll make another one. I hope I was somewhat entertaining. Thank you for watching. And if I make another one, I'll see you then.